together. Doesn't matter the weather. So let's get to it now. Gotta figure out what to do. The Addicts, fantasy football. The Addicts, fantasy. The Addicts, we know all. The Addicts, it's fantasy.
And welcome to The Addicts, a fantasy football podcast. We are addicted to all things fantasy football. It is Thursday, December 11th. And boys, the fantasy playoffs are here.
Let's
Haven,
go.
it is on, boy.
Hey, I'm sorry to give you this L. I don't want to talk too much, but we ran a chat GPT simulator for mine and Mason's matchup. It was a lot closer than I thought. 10,000 simulations. I only won 6,600 of them.
You're projected to beat me by 0.5.
Projections don't mean anything.
I'm just saying it's close.
Projections, the person who took my bye was projected lower than me last week, and he scored 180. Projections don't mean anything.
I'm on a 5-game losing streak. That streak ends this week. Barely made the playoffs.
Some
Barely.
bold statements being said here.
Look,
Just need Lamar to return to his 2024 season. Justin Jefferson to do something.
Look, at the end of the day, we're all fighting for second place because Dalton,
That's fair. That's fair.
by far has the best team, averages over 30 more points than the second highest points for team in our league per week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, what did the ChatGPT simulation say when you ran it for all the playoff teams?
All the
what was the
playoff-
percentage of Dalton winning?
It was 41%. 4,100 of the 10,000 simulations, meaning it ran if your players got injured, one player had a bad game, what lineups, if you decided to just bench your whole team, it does it all. You still won 41% of them. I did this for my other league. Everybody was between like 17 and 27%. You were at 41%.
Dalton's
That is
team
how
is
good your
just
team is, Dalton.
Stupid.
Doesn't mean a
That
thing
is how good it is.
till we get on the line.
How nervous are you for Jonathan Taylor?
I mean, initially I was nervous because it makes the offense a lot worse, and I would imagine makes them more one-dimensional. And knowing they're going to have to lean on him is nice. So he's going to get a lot of work, but knowing that the defense can key in on that is not a great feeling. But old man Phillip Rivers
We got to talk about it.
never
It's insane.
he never
it's an
shied
a-
away from dumping the ball off. So if he wants to start giving Jonathan Taylor a bunch of targets, then that's cool with me too.
How far can he throw the ball, y'all think?
Not
Still.
far, which is why he might have to use Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Warren and any of these short, quick, close to the line,
Mhm.
maybe Josh Downs. I would imagine Alec Pierce is so pissed because
I know.
that ball is not going past the 15-yard line.
That is,
like it's
that
not
is
making it to him.
that is my dilemma this week is I love Alec Pierce. He's been great for me. And I have to choose between him and Kenneth Gainwell. And with Daniel Jones out, it makes me really lean towards Kenneth Gainwell over Alec Pierce. And it's a good matchup this week for him. But I don't really trust Phillip Rivers.
Did y'all hear his over
do y'all
under
blame
of how many yards
Uh-uh.
they have him set to throw?
Let's guess, Haven. Let's guess. I'm going to guess 167 yards.
I was going to say 178.
Y'all are both over.
What is it?
Any final guesses? You're under now.
154.
You're pretty close. I think it was like 152.
Take the over.
Are you sure? He didn't play football in 5 years. He's a grandfather.
He's a
He's a
grandfather.
grandfather.
Is he the first grandfather ever to start at quarterback? He
I
has
don't know.
to be.
That's a good question.
Let's ask.
I would think so because the oldest quarterbacks that have ever played were Brady
Tom
and
Brady.
Favre. And I'm trying to think of some older quarterbacks that played into their 40s.
Brady was playing until he was like 44, and his oldest kid was like 10 years old.
Huh. Can y'all guess? There's one other player,
Who was a grandfather?
and he was a quarterback.
Well, yeah, we're talking about quarterbacks, but okay.
Give us
He's
a
a-
decade.
He played in the 2000s, and
Big Ben.
no,
Mm-mm.
like he's one of the considered a top 10 quarterback of all time.
And he
It's not
played in the
Drew Brees.
2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco.
Mason, shut up.
I'm just naming old
He played for
quarterbacks
3 teams in the NFL,
And he was top 10
in my
all
opinion.
time.
all time.
He played in the 2000s.
A little bit in the
Kurt Warner.
90s, a little bit in the 90s, 2000s, and he played a
Warner.
little bit in the 2010s. Not Kurt Warner.
Carson Palmer.
No. His second biggest highlight from playing football was a nude picture he sent out.
Brett Favre.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
because
Dalton already said that.
we already said the
Oh.
oldest quarterbacks that would have been. And I said
I
Brady
didn't know you
and
said Brett
Favre
Favre. I
are
was
the oldest
Googling.
quarterbacks that I can remember that played.
I was
You're saying
Googling.
you're saying he actively played as a grandfather.
Yes. In 2010 with the Vikings, he played as a grandfather.
Oh, this makes the Phillip Rivers news less exciting.
It's
already
still
happened
funny.
before.
It's still funny
Just
because
once.
he's been out of football for 5 years. At least Favre was only partially retired for like a year or two before he came back, and he looked really good because he still stayed in shape and wasn't too far removed. Phillip Rivers has been out of the game for 5 years. Has
2020 was the last time he
has
played.
10, 11 children, has a grandchild now. He's
He
been
is
coaching
older
like
than
high
12
school
coaches.
football. Like, this man is not ready to play NFL ball, but he's about to.
He's not going to play this week, most likely. So which is good. They play the Seahawks this week. The matchup he's probably going to come in for is the Monday night game in 2 weeks.
So who are they going to play at quarterback? Because everyone's hurt.
He's playing. Did y'all not read the practice reports?
I think he's playing.
The Colts.
Really?
The Colts usually
It's
do
going to be so bad.
a walkthrough on Wednesday, and then they go practice.
I
They
don't
signed
think they
him,
have
and they
another
went
healthy quarterback.
practice. They had no walkthroughs. They're trying to get this man ready.
I thought I heard
Get
somewhere
ready.
that Brett Rippon was like going to be the de facto backup because he's been like on their practice squad or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, at least that guy's been playing NFL football for the past several years. I mean, it's going to be gross, but I mean, remember what happened a couple years ago when the Broncos literally didn't have a quarterback? And so they had to use their emergency quarterback, that random like
It was a wide receiver.
seventh string practice squad receiver, and he was atrocious. Like it was bad.
Mhm.
They don't want that to happen. So I mean,
I don't think it's feasible to have a guy that hasn't played football in 5 years, who's 45 years old, give him 3 days and he's playing in a game. I don't think that's feasible. So if I had to guess, it's Rippin' Farts.
Rippin' Farts.
Brett Rippin' Farts this weekend.
So Brett Rippon has played 10 games in his career. He's started in 4 of them. He's been in the league since 2019. He has only 168 passing attempts for 950 yards, which is 5.7. He has 4 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Oh,
And he does not run the ball.
It's not going to be good, but most likely he makes the most sense to be the starter.
Not only has he thrown 9 interceptions in the 10 games he's played, he's also fumbled 7 times.
it's a fumble a game.
It's bad, but he is
6
currently signed to the active roster as of the past 12 hours. He is now part of the active roster, so it would make sense that
even
he
in
would be
these
the guy
games
this
played,
week.
even in these games played, all these stats only come from 3 games because the other ones he came in and just need the ball.
I mean, he hadn't done very
So
much.
in 3 games, he's 4 touchdowns and 16 interceptions with fumbles.
16 turnovers.
16 turnovers. That's bad.
That's bad. That's real bad.
That's really
It's impressive, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Wow.
But it'll be fun when Rivers gets in there.
Yeah.
I'll be locked in.
I can't wait.
But I'm glad I don't need Jonathan Taylor this week. I'm glad that I need him week 16 when hopefully Rivers is there and hopefully has been in the building for more than a few days.
Yeah.
And
Learn the cadence.
can hopefully learn to do something and be ready to do whatever it is that they ask him to do, which is probably going to be just hand the ball off and check down.
Handball.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into the show. We've got some trivia today for y'all, some injury report news. We're going to go through our starts of the week and then some start-sit decisions. So, Haven, why don't you start us off with some trivia?
Yeah. Hint number 1. This player plays in the NFL. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Narrows it down.
I'm kidding.
He
has been a top 24 player at his position 5 times this season.
Okay. Top 24 5 times.
5 times. Next.
No guesses?
No.
Okay.
Phillip Rivers.
He is tied at 10th in receptions at his position this season.
10th in reception.
Hmm.
At his position.
At his position.
He could be it could be anybody still.
Yeah, it's still pretty open.
That'd be a great sleight of hand, Haven, if this was a quarterback and he had like one reception.
And he makes yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
huh?
that'd be good.
Any guesses?
No, keep going.
Okay. He is tied for 60th at his position for touchdowns this season.
60th.
60th.
So not a lot of touchdowns.
Not a lot of touchdowns.
But tied at
I have a
10th
guess,
in receptions.
but I'm not confident at all.
Do you want to lock your answer in, Mason?
No.
Okay. This player has two top 12 games this season and two outside the 77th at his position this season. So he's been top 12 twice, and he's been 77th or worse twice.
Doesn't give us a lot there either.
It's not Justin Jefferson. He's been outside the top 77th at his position a lot.
I have a guess.
Yes, it is.
I have a guess. I'm going to text it to you.
Okay. Text it to me.
I'll be mad if it's who I thought it was.
No. You are incorrect, sir. Hold on. It won't let me get back to my notes. Okay.
Yeah, go back through some of them again so we can kind of get a
has been
rehash.
a top 24 player 5 times this season. He is tied for 60th at his position for touchdowns this season. He is tied at 10th in receptions at his position this season. He has 2 games in the top 12 at his position this season and 2 outside the 77th or worse. And final hint, he is averaging 12.1 points per game, the lowest in his career.
Averaging, say that again?
0.1 points per game this season, the lowest in his career.
Okay, initially I thought it was Wandale,
Mm-hmm.
but this is Wandale's best season ever. So that hint right there stumps me.
That was supposed to be the bet. That should have given it away, I thought.
Yeah, so this is his worst season of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I said Justin Jefferson earlier, but he's not tied for 10th in receptions.
I think
Dalton,
I think it is. I think it is Justin Jefferson.
There's
Mason.
no way he's 10th in receptions.
Mason,
I think it is Justin Jefferson.
what is your answer? I need you to lock it in.
Oh, dude.
Because I think the receptions have been there. I know he's had only maybe 1 or 2 good games. Good games. He's been pretty down, but he hasn't been down so bad that it's been below 70 or whatever Haven said. I can imagine it may have happened twice. I know he's had only maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. Kind of like Zay Flowers. My original guess was Zay Flowers because Zay Flowers has had 1 touchdown all year. So I'm assuming he's in that realm, and I know Jefferson's only had maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. So if it's not Zay Flowers, then my other guess is Justin Jefferson.
Okay, I'll just say it. DK.
One of you is
DK Metcalf.
correct.
Oh, is it Justin Jefferson?
It's Justin Jefferson.
I said it. And I said it wasn't him.
Yeah,
There's no way he's 10th in receptions.
he is. He is tied at 10th. He has 64 receptions on the season. He is tied. Oh, let me get back to it. I lost my receptions tag. He is
who else is he
tied
tied with?
with Devontae Smith
Just
Devontae
Devontae
Smith is
Smith.
in
and
it.
Stephon Diggs. Those 3 are all tied together.
Well, there you go. I did not think he had that many receptions.
Zay Flowers was really close. Zay Flowers was 9th in receptions at 68.
Sure enough, he is.
And he's
Yeah,
honestly, Dalton,
it-
he met every criteria. He has 1 touchdown on the season.
Mhm.
Dang, Dave Flowers legit is that. I didn't realize how identical their seasons
Is he
were.
averaging 12.1 PPR points?
It's
Uh,
very close to almost everything Haven said.
He is averaging. Well, let me get back to him. He is averaging 12.58.
Dang, Dalton.
Incredibly close.
Incredibly close.
Yeah,
It's
it's
almost
when you
scary.
said 2 outside the top 77, my mind immediately went to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I had to do with Justin Jefferson one. Oh man, I'm sad y'all got it because I had my hint number 6 was really good.
All right, what is it?
He has a Fortnite dance.
I had no idea he did.
The gritty.
He's widowy doing the gwitty right now.
He's wittily gwittying all over.
Is
the
that
screen.
his dance? Only
That's-
him?
That's 100% his dance that he
Yes.
coined. He coined
Yes.
that dance.
When you think about grittying, you think about Justin Jefferson.
He was the one that did it first.
I think about the who was the white tight end that was really bad at it?
Mike Gesicki.
Gesicki.
Yeah, Mike Gesicki. That's who I always think of.
Gesicki's was bad. Kirk Cousins is
Kirk
his
Cousins.
was bad.
That was a good one, Haven.
Thank you. So are you starting him this week? We put it on TikTok that you weren't.
Not what you said. You said you're starting Darius Slayton.
Yeah,
I saw you picked up Darius Slayton.
I did.
And you're not going to do what you said you said?
I promise I will flip-flop 10 more times before the weekend.
Promise?
So originally, my thought process was Devin Neal or Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Neal is locked in. Is it Cortland Sutton or Justin Jefferson? I think I've looked at the past couple games for Sutton. His stat line is not a lot better than Jefferson. It's just he's gotten the touchdowns twice in like the past 5 weeks.
Seems to be more likely to get touchdowns.
Yeah, they're playing the Packers this week. Denver is. So that's not a good matchup.
I saw a stat that the Packers are actually better against slot receivers than outside receivers.
You're trying to talk me back into Sutton.
If that helps at all.
Yeah. So my options are Darius Slayton because I love him. I love his matchup this week. Cortland Sutton or Justin Jefferson. I might just ride it out with Jefferson.
I'm telling you.
It's the best matchup.
What I would
do
for
wide receivers
is I am going to start the people that I'm not going to have any regrets. If you start Darius Slayton and he gets you 1 point and that decides your matchup, it's going to haunt you the entire year and probably for several years.
I don't think it is.
It would haunt me.
I really don't think it is because it's not. None of these guys are safe. It's not like Justin Jefferson has a horrible matchup. Slayton has a great matchup, so I'm thinking about starting Slayton.
That's
Jefferson
true.
has been boo-boo.
That's true. It's just that Darius Slayton, the only argument is the matchup. When we're sitting here talking about Darius Slayton.
Look. We already made a TikTok about it.
I think Haven doesn't want me to start Justin Jefferson. I think he's scared.
Darius Slayton has yet to have 15 fantasy points on the year. He's yet to have more than 5 receptions in a game. He has 1 touchdown on the year. It's not like he's a fantastic starter.
Argument with Slayton is the past 3 games with Jackson Dart, he's had over 12 fantasy points. It's been 12. That's the baseline
that we're happy with now.
It's 12. It's 12 fantasy points almost every week.
Is that what you want?
No. You're right. I'm looking at Slayton. Slayton, his past 3 games with Jackson Dart, he's had 2, 4, and 5 receptions. It's dicey, but he's a big play guy, and it's a great matchup.
Was last week, too.
Also, Terry McLaurin's an option.
Is he?
He's got a great matchup, too. And he's been really good with Marcus Mariota.
I don't mind Terry at all.
Yeah.
I like Terry. He's got a good matchup, and Mariota's been solid.
It's just looking at my lineup, just the name of Justin Jefferson, seeing it in there, it brings me comfort.
Yeah, he's been really good at that for a long time.
So having 7, 11, 8, 2, 3 brings you comfort.
I said the name. I like seeing the name Justin Jefferson in my lineup. You know what I mean?
Realistically, though, what is a floor for Jefferson? I'm not
3.
No,
2 points.
No. I don't mean a basement. I mean a realistic floor.
That is his floor.
That if you threw him out there in a decent matchup, you would be hoping that he would get you what?
What I want the floor to be?
What would you be hoping he would at least get you?
I would be okay if he went out there and got 9.9 points.
I guess what I'm rephrasing the question as, what is a reasonable score if you started him that you would imagine he could go out there and do that?
I think in this the problem is he had a great matchup last week.
Yeah.
And he got 2 receptions and 3 fantasy points.
Right.
And a game that JJ McCarthy was very good in.
Yeah.
I'm relying on JJ to have back-to-back good games. And Justin Jefferson to do better.
It's not a comfortable place to be. I was doing the exercise more to just kind of throw it out there as if you started Jefferson and you were kind of reasonably expecting him to get you 7 or 8, what are you reasonably expecting from Slayton? Don't tell me his baseline is 12 because he has a whole career of not giving you 12.
Yeah.
He does from time to time, but it's not like it's predictable.
Their floor is the same, in my opinion. They both have great matchups.
So then is their upside the same?
I think their upside is the same. I think Slayton can go out there and catch 2 deep bombs. He's a deep threat guy.
I just don't want you confusing him with Jameson Williams because he's not quite that. He doesn't do it as often, and he's definitely not used the same way. So players can be big play threats. I mean, Gabe Davis is a big play threat. That doesn't mean he's going to be a good throw-in when you need him to be.
You've talked me out of Slayton. I'll give you that. So really, it's Sutton, Jefferson, or Terry.
I didn't want you having unfounded comfort in a player that I don't necessarily think that they have a lot of comfort to give.
Yeah.
He's
No,
he's a
talked me
bad
out.
boy. I don't want you to end up with a bad boy. I care about you too much.
Haven's just being quiet over there. He doesn't want to give away who
Haven
he
really
wants me
wants
to
you to start Darius Slayton.
Yep.
I'm not.
He does
saying
not want to see
anything.
Justin Jefferson in that lineup, even if he could get you 3. He doesn't.
He's
want
scared
to
of
see it.
seeing Justin Jefferson.
He doesn't want to see.
He's scared of it. Look at him.
You can start
at him.
whoever you want. It does not affect me.
You're right. I'm gonna beat you either way.
It affect. I'm sorry. Who's on streak?
It's only 5 games.
Yeah, 5.
It's only 5.
That is a
The
third
streak
of the
ends
season.
now. The streak ends now.
This is what we all can say. Literally, what happened in the regular season doesn't matter. It's
Doesn't matter.
playoffs. Then
And I didn't realize that you have Terry McLaurin, Mason, because Terry McLaurin, the same exact case that you're making for Darius Slayton, Terry McLaurin has.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also a big play guy who's done it a whole lot more and is more reliable and has more comfort. So I would imagine if you're comfortable playing Darius Slayton in a good matchup, you should be just as comfortable playing McLaurin, who I would imagine has a higher floor.
I was in a bad spot with Jefferson on our last episode.
No,
It was right after the week. He hit 3 points. My point was I'm benching him. I don't care who I'm putting in front of him. It could be Darius Slayton. I'm benching him. That was my point.
There might be a little emotion in that argument.
There was a little emotion.
It
But
happens.
Mason,
Thank you for talking me out of any possibility of starting Darius Slayton.
It happens.
You do you.
All right, let's get into the injury report.
Actually, sorry.
You were quiet for 5 minutes.
Just
And right when I'm trying to move on,
He's been over there on his phone
who you texting over there?
playing games.
I put a poll out for
He's doing Wordle.
I did a poll.
He's doing
to
the
help-
word.
Justin Jefferson, 17 game pays at J.J. McCarthy at quarterback with 68 receptions, 699 receiving yards, and 5 touchdowns. By comparison, he put up 68 receptions for 1,074 yards and 5 touchdowns with Kirk Cousins, Josh Dobbs, and Nick Mullins at quarterback, and he only played in 10 games that season.
This guy was good with Nick Mullins.
Josh Dobbs.
And Josh Dobbs is elite backup quarterback. Elite.
Just saying.
JJ is just a bad quarterback. Bad quarterback. Everybody's talking about this great game that JJ had this past week. He had like 100.
Yeah, let's do 16
He
passes.
threw 16 passes for 150 yards.
And 3 tutties.
That's his elite game. And I need that to happen again, but all the touchdowns go to Jefferson. So what's the poll, Haven? You put out a poll.
It was more for me. Who would you rather start, Alec Pierce or Luther Burden?
God, Luther
that's bad.
Burden.
Dude, Luther Burden.
Much more with Luther Burden. I don't know if Alec Pierce is going to be able to see the ball ever
You should definitely start Burden.
for the rest of the season. Alec Pierce may not catch another pass for the rest of the
Okay.
season
Luther
because the
Burden.
quarterbacks they have can't get it past the 20-yard mark from the
This
line of
is my
scrimmage.
problem, and this is more to Dalton because Mason. I don't want your opinion. Sorry, I am starting Kyron Williams, Travis Etienne, Amon Ra, Devontae, George Kittle, and CD Lamb if CD plays. That is for sure locked. I am debating between running 2 tight ends and starting Jake Ferguson, playing Aaron Jones, Kenneth Gainwell, or Luther Burden.
I can tell you right now, with those options, I'm probably ruling out Luther Burden only because tough defense, tough matchup with a low over under. Is it in Chicago? It's either in Chicago or in Cleveland.
It's
I don't know what the
Chicago.
weather is looking like in that game. It could be one of those kind of gross cold weather games. That's just
I did
kinda
look up
gross
the
and
weather
low
for that
scoring.
game. I did look up the weather for that game because I was thinking about picking up Fannin. It's not going to rain or snow. The low
Isn't it like
is-
-20?
The low is -1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard it's gonna be really freaking cold.
It's going to be very cold for that game. I think the
Um,
high is like 8 degrees.
So he is the first person I would rule out. I like Aaron Jones with the matchup against Dallas. They have gotten better on the ground, so that gives me some pause. If CD doesn't play, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable playing Jake Ferguson,
That's
just like
what I have right
he did
now.
earlier in the season.
Yeah. What I have now is I have Kenneth Gainwell starting.
Yeah.
And debating between, I think my goal is really between Kenneth Gainwell and Aaron Jones. And then I have my auto sub ready for CD goes out, then I play Jake. If CD plays, I don't want to play Jake. And then that
No,
leaves
yeah.
me
Makes total
Kenneth
sense.
and Aaron Jones. And I
Mhm.
don't know. I'm torn.
You should play Alec Pierce. Imagine getting to watch imagine getting to win a playoff game with Phillip Rivers throwing to Alec Pierce.
Do not
Wouldn't
let
that be so
him
fun?
talk you
Wouldn't
into
that be so
watching a
fun,
painful
Hayden?
football
this
game.
is this
we
is
play. What did you say a couple episodes ago? We play for fun.
yeah.
do the
fun would
fun
be
option.
fun
That's
would
not
be
fun.
Jake Ferguson.
That's stressful.
See, Jake Ferguson on my rankings, he is tight end 5 for this week. So do I want to play the tight end 5 or my running backs 36 and 30 or 38? That's
It's
my
a tight end though.
Even I didn't know you had rankings. You should share those with Mason so he knows what receivers are.
Yeah.
no. I only
Do you do your own rankings every week?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a quick shout out plug to League Champ. You can follow him on Twitter. He has his app called League Champ where you can go in and you can make your own rankings.
I like that.
Yep.
I need to try that out.
Yep. He has you can do these leagues. If you win a week, you get a free jersey. That's like signed. It's really cool. It's a new application he just came out with.
I'm gonna check that out.
He's one of
I
our
think
biggest
30
followers.
minutes.
I think I would lean Aaron Jones over Kenneth Gainwell.
The receptions for Gainwell just makes my heart a little bit happier.
It does seem a little safer. The over-under in the Dallas and Minnesota game is 5 points higher. It's also in a dome, which doesn't really matter that much for running back, but he's higher in the projections that I trust, and they have a higher over-under. In what I think is kind of it's a must-win game for Dallas. I don't know how the Vikings look in their division. I know they need to be competitive because the Bears and the Lions are all kind of fighting for that.
The Vikings are out of it.
Are they out of it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're not eliminated like officially, but they're out.
Having JJ McCarthy makes you eliminated.
They were eliminated week 1.
So
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I may pick.
It was a tough call though.
It's very tough. And there's a guy, and I need to pick up a better defense, and I don't know. I'm debating on dropping Romadunze at this point.
You didn't even try to pick up the 49ers defense, Haven.
Yeah,
I
why
don't
are
wanna
you
play the
just now
49ers.
figuring out that you need a defense?
You couldn't have got him anyways. I bid more than you had, Fab. So
Because I like to raw dog my defenses, and I really like the Saints. And then I remember the Panthers have been
for
cooking.
the first
and
time anybody said that, you really like the Saints defense.
Yeah, but I like them for next week and the week after. They're
Yeah,
next.
You gotta beat me first.
You gotta
Yeah,
make it
that
there.
was the point. Yeah, my goal was I wasn't going to play this week.
Don't get caught in a trap game.
Yeah, because they have after this week they have the Jets and the Titans.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to play this week, so now but like, who do I drop out of Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, Roma Dunze, Luther Burden, Alec Pierce, and Jake Ferguson?
Dude, you can drop Alec Pierce.
He's
Nobody's going to pick him up. His quarterback is about to be either a 44-year-old grandpa or a practice squad quarterback. You can drop Alec Pierce. It's okay. You're not going to have confidence in starting him over the other people you have. And you just listed a bunch of good people. I know it was a fun ride. You have my permission. You can drop Alec Pierce.
You can drop Rome. Let somebody else pick him up, put him in their lineup.
You can also wait for Rome
Get
to
0 points.
put out for the week and then move him to your IR. But
Okay, I'm picking up my defense right now. No, Rome's freaking questionable.
he's not playing, Haven.
Well, he's questionable.
I'm sorry. He's not going to play.
All right, while we're on the topic of questionable players, let's move into our injury report. You like that transition?
It's a good segue.
I picked up the Bears defense.
All right, quarterbacks. Let's breeze through these. We talked about Daniel Jones. He's out for the year with Achilles. It's sad, but P. Rivers is back.
He's back.
He's back. Jaden Daniels, he's re-injured that same elbow that he injured a few weeks ago. He has been ruled out for Week 15, so it's Marcus Mariota. But
I
the
don't know why
Commanders
they don't shut him down.
Yeah,
I don't-
they haven't shut him down yet.
I don't get it.
Their
Sure,
season's
but-
over. They need to be tanking. Stop
Yep.
getting Jaden Daniels, your franchise quarterback, hurt.
Yep.
It's dumb. Running back, Stevan A-Chain, he has a rib injury, some kind of bruise early in the week. They said he could have gone back in. He could have returned. Now they're saying they don't really know. So just monitor this throughout the week. Have a backup option.
What are you hearing on H-N, Haven? Don't you have him in a league or two?
Yeah, from what I can tell, he's playing. But what I would be doing is having Jalen Wright on my team if I have A-Chain and have that auto sub ready.
So y'all think he's
Yeah.
the very clear backup and will get all the work right after?
It wasn't even close. Jalen Wright has been out all season, came back in, and just outnumbered 5-1
Got
opportunities
like 20
to Ollie
20-something carries.
Yeah, I'm less optimistic than Haven is. I don't think he's an easy plug and play. He got a lot of work
Yeah.
because they were running the ball in a game they were destroying the Jets.
It was a blowout, and so
It was a blowout.
I wonder how much of that is prescriptive to where if Achane really isn't playing, does their ideal game script go the way they want to by doing what they want? And what they want, is it using Wright the way they use Achane, the fun ways they use Achane? I don't know. Maybe they change up their offense so much that they get the tight ends more involved, or they do something else with receivers. I don't know. They were kind of middle of the game, and they just plugged in the guys they had, and it worked. You know, if they had foreknowledge of knowing that Achane wasn't going to play, does it still look that way? And Jalen Wright isn't a Blake Corum, Tyler Algier, one of these clear-cut backups to where if the starter goes down, he is the guy easily and can do all the same things as the starter. We all know that Achane is substantially better than Jalen Wright, who up until this point has done nothing.
He's been hurt.
If you don't have an auto sub feature like we've been talking about, pick up Jalen Wright so he can be your backup option.
Because they don't play till Monday night. So if you're gonna keep Achane in your lineup and you don't have auto sub and you're gonna keep him in your lineup till Monday night, you got to have somebody to play. And there's not many options when they're playing Pittsburgh because Kenneth Gainwell's picked up. What's his name?
So at the very
Jalen
least,
Warren's
if you have
picked up,
Achane,
and
he needs to
Achane's
be in
picked
your
up.
flex spot, and you need to have somebody in that Monday night game ready to go. I don't care if it's Waller, if it's one of the Pittsburgh tight ends. If you're going to wait it out till Monday with Achane and he's not clearly starting or not, you need to have somebody in that Monday night game.
Yep. Nick Chubb got injured, rib injury also. This could be serious. He did not return to that game. Most definitely out this week. Woody Marks has a great matchup.
It looked good.
So, great matchup. Play Woody Marks if you can. Wide receivers, Drake London, he's been ruled out for week 15. I don't think he's coming back.
It's very
this
possible. They're out of it anyway.
I wouldn't drop him. You can't drop him, but
no.
I'm nervous about him making a comeback.
Yeah.
We talked about Rome. He's dealing with that stress fracture in his foot. He's supposed to miss.
If Rome Dunze does play this week, I know he's supposed to miss multiple weeks, but if he does, do I play him?
Yes.
Dalton.
Are you asking me if Rome Odunze misses this week, do you play him?
No, if he plays this week, do I play him?
No.
Okay, thank you. We can move on.
I wouldn't, because one, he hasn't looked great. He's been inconsistent, and he's been dealing with an injury that is not letting him practice any day. So he's gonna just come right back and start after not practicing all week and looking not great over the past couple weeks.
I'm so tilted right now.
Even if he doesn't play Haven, you should start him.
It's not a good game. I mean, it's the same thing with Burden. I mean, it's gonna be freezing cold. They have one of the lowest over-unders of the week. I think you have better options with more upside and more fun. I
Imagine having a stress fracture in your foot and having to play in -1 degree weather.
Oh
getting
my
hit.
gosh.
That has to be so painful.
I mean, Haven, you and I played ball. You remember what it was like when it was freezing outside, how much it hurt to get hit. Just imagine having any kind of fracture or tweak or anything wrong with your body, and then you get hit going as fast as these guys do. Hell no.
That hurt a little bit, Dalton.
Hell no.
Dalton was like, Haven, us too. We played football in high school.
Because you weren't out there.
Mason had paint on his chest and was in the crowd cheering. Hey,
we had a great time.
Mason drove 2 hours to cheer me on in pouring rain one time. That's a true friend.
We were some dedicated fans.
Dedicated.
CeeDee Lamb, he's got the concussion. He was limited Wednesday. I don't really know if that matters if he was limited. It's whether you can pass the concussion protocol.
Yep.
He's probably going to be limited all week. You need to have a backup option if you don't have the autos.
He's apparently really ahead in the protocol, which is surprising that they're claiming he only has 2 more steps to clear. So that's good.
Play him with full confidence if he is in. T. Higgins, concussion. This is his 2nd concussion for the year.
Which is the main concern.
Yeah. So I do not expect him to play, and could see it being multi-week out.
If this concussion happened way earlier in the season, probably not as concerned, but it happened like 2 weeks ago. His first one.
DK, I did not see this one. He spent Sunday night in the hospital with severe stomach pains.
Yeah, they had their game, and then it was like he either missed the flight going back from wherever they were and had to spend the night in the hospital, but then rejoined the team like a day or two later. And
I need him to have stomach issues in every game.
Apparently
this was his best game of the season.
Yeah, it was like a Michael Jordan flu game. It was like, I'm as sick as a dog, but I'm gonna go out there and ball out more than I have.
Ball out. Whatever he did to have stomach pains, whatever he ate Asian food before the game,
He needs to eat it again.
eat it again.
Give me a big dose of
Marv.
that salmonella.
Yeah. Marv, he's still not practicing. I have Michael Wilson in a lot of leagues, so I'm selfishly hoping that Marv just sits out for the rest of the year.
This week I'm nervous though for the Cardinals because the
They
Texans
have- yeah.
defense is not
They're-
a joke.
They're not
Not a joke.
They're
The best
so
defense in
good.
the league.
So I'm like, do you recommend starting Jacoby Brissett because he's been so solid, or is this finally the week where they get dominated?
The Texans have not allowed a 20-point game by any quarterback this year in fantasy. And the past couple weeks, they've played some really good quarterbacks. They played Patrick Mahomes. They played Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen had, 6 points?
Yeah,
And
this is
Mahomes
I
last
would
week had 6
be-
points.
Yeah, I'll be.
I would not
benching-
play. I would not play Jacoby.
Yeah, I would be benching.
But you'd be okay with Michael Wilson if Marv doesn't play?
Dude had 37 points last week.
I know.
Like
He is.
I
This,
I think his floor is high enough to where you can still play him.
this is
his
the
ceiling's probably
upside
just
with
not very
Jacoby
high.
Brissett is he throws the ball 40+ times a game.
Yeah.
And Michael Wilson gets 15 to 18 targets a game. So Brissett probably will have 220 passing yards. Probably 200 of those are going to go to or 100 of those are going to go to Michael Wilson. 120 of them are going to go to Trey McBride.
You get 200 and you get 200.
Yeah,
Are
I
you-
still would feel comfortable with starting Michael Wilson. I don't feel great about it, but I feel comfortable.
He's got a safe enough floor if it's just him.
Mike Evans, he is back.
That's
Well, no,
so
he's
random.
questionable.
So random.
It's looking like he'll play.
Todd
I-
Bowles, their coach, is saying that it looks like him and their other receiver, who has been out for a while. He's like, they look like they never left.
Their other receiver?
Yeah, they had a receiver with Mitchell. He had a neck injury that has sidelined him, I think, a lot of the last season and this season.
I don't know a Mitchell for the Bucks.
I have to look up his name, but
They have so many receivers.
he was a good
So
rookie.
they had like 15.
He was a good rookie receiver, and then he had a weird neck injury, and then he kind of disappeared from the fantasy site.
Look it up. I'm curious now.
Jalen McMillan.
Oh, McMillan.
Yeah,
McMillan.
yeah.
He's back. Him and Michael Evans will both be back this week.
Are you even more nervous about starting Ibuka with Mike Evans back?
I wouldn't be playing Ibuka this week.
I think it might be the opposite.
I'm not playing him.
I think it's been so bad, and now it might open up some space for him to catch and
You
run.
sound like a person who doesn't have Igbuka on one of your teams.
I don't.
I told you last week, look at him exactly like you look at Jefferson, because there's
Yeah.
not much of a difference.
Yeah.
At least
it's been
Igbuka
bad.
had a good start, but the past couple weeks have been just as atrocious. Tons of targets, not catching any of them.
I actually
bad.
did have him in Cutthroat, and I dropped him, and Jordan picked him up and
Landmine.
played him landmine. Played him and lost because he started Ibuka.
He gone, and I'm still alive, baby.
You're still, and now we're all the same. We all have
Final-
$0.
Final
All
Four.
our teams are loaded. You could for sure win it all.
Anybody can win it at this point.
I
All
really-
our teams are.
I'm really getting sick and tired of y'all telling me that I'm going to win. I don't want to
You're
hear
just
any
so
of
good at
that.
fantasy,
I don't want to hear
Dalton.
any of that.
You're so elite. You're gonna win all your leagues.
I'll see y'all on the line, and we're going to see where the ball lands.
Tight end Zach Ertz. He tore his ACL. His career's done, probably.
He's
Thank you
35 years
for the
old.
many
I don't know how.
years of the My Balzac Ertz memes.
Yep.
I wish
That
you
was-
a great retirement.
A elite fantasy football team name. If you never got the chance, my ball Zach Ertz was
I remember like
One of
this
the best.
team name started in like 2016. That's how long he's been doing it.
for a while.
Njoku, he had a knee injury mid-game and he didn't return.
Up down Harold Fannons.
Yeah, fire him up. This was why I knew the Chicago weather for that game is because I was curious about picking up Fannin in our Cutthroat League. The weather's going to be bad. I don't know if that scares me off of starting Fannin, but just something to bring up.
The weather or just it being cold?
Just being so cold. It just weather has scared me over the past couple weeks. I feel like every game where I'm curious about is the weather going to affect it, and I start them even because of the weather, even through the weather, they have a bad game. So just something to monitor.
Get to starts the week.
Yep, let's do starts of the week. Dalton, why don't you start us off with your quarterback?
Quarterback, I'm going with Brock Purdy against the Titans. Titans just gave up a ton of points to Shedeur
Mhm.
Sanders just last week, and that was his best game easily of the season. I've also heard a stat of him and Joe Burrow are the only rookies to ever put up the stat line he put up of like 300 something plus passing and multiple passing touchdowns and rushing touchdowns. It's like him and Joe Burrow, the only rookies to ever do that. I know Haven would like that since he's a
I would very
Shador
much like for
stan.
for Shador to have a great week.
But Brock Purdy and the Niners are coming off a bye week. I think they're going to just take it to the Titans and not even have to think twice about it.
I like it. My QB start of the week is Jackson Dart against Washington. Washington is 27th against QB, so a good matchup. I feel like we haven't spoken about Dart in a couple weeks. He got injured, had the bye, but it's a great matchup. The dude can run. I'd feel very, very good about starting Jackson Dart this week.
So, not to skip too far ahead into our show notes, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that have really hard matchups this week. Jackson Dart, your start of the week, he's been very good. I'm going to throw 3 quarterbacks out there, and you tell me, would you rather start Jackson Dart or one of these 3 quarterbacks? First one, Justin Herbert against the Chiefs.
Dart.
I think I would go Dart.
Jordan Love versus the Broncos.
Dart and Purdy. I would do Dart and Purdy over both the people you've named. I would start Dart and Purdy over Herbert and Love.
This is the toughest one. Say the best for last. Jalen Hurts. They play the Raiders, who, for some reason, are ranked 6th against quarterbacks.
Yeah, that surprises me.
Yeah.
I guess just because you get up so early against them, they just run the ball to close out the game.
Yep.
Yeah. With as safe as Dart and Purdy feel, and with as horrible as Hurts just looked, I almost want to lean on the side of safety if you have a good enough team that can account for safety. Obviously, Jalen Hurts has more upside than both of these quarterbacks, but I mean, Jackson Dart can run too.
Yeah.
He can score multiple touchdowns on the ground too. Brock Purdy could carve up the Titans. I mean, we don't know, but
social media was killing Jalen Hurts after that game.
And rightfully so.
I think he'll come out with a little vengeance and put up a big game.
And then a poem.
The vibes just feel that way. I think all 3 of those are good options with Purdy, Hurts, or Dart. So I'm leaning, if I had to order them, I'm leaning Hurts, Dart, Purdy in that order.
Okay.
I think I agree. He just looked so bad.
What about Lamar?
I'm playing Lamar with confidence.
You haven't had Lamar in many leagues, have you, Dalton? Because he had a good game this past week.
No, but they have one of the highest over-unders of the week.
Yeah. Lamar just looked so bad. He didn't look good in the game either. He just had the rushing touchdown.
It's a must-win game for both of them because it puts them divisionally over the other one, and they're all trying to kind of stay competitive even with the Steelers.
Lamar played the Bengals a couple weeks ago and had a very bad game.
Yeah.
Bad game.
So do you want to bench Lamar, Mason, and start?
I'm saying I think I would start Dart over Lamar. I would not start Hurts. No, I would start Hurts. I would not start Purdy. I would start Hurts and Dart over Lamar.
I would rank them Lamar, Hurts, Dart, Purdy.
I think I'm Lamar, Dart, Hurts, Purdy.
Lamar is scary.
Hurts and Dart is tough for me because they both could do the same things.
Purdy, I think, has the safest floor of the 4. I mean, he's probably going to get...
I agree with that.
Yeah, he's going to get 17.
I agree with that.
He's going to get 17, but his ceiling's like, what, 24?
I think Dart even has a high floor. My only concern with him is just getting hurt.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like, Purdy he'll have 17 points this game. But does he have 24? Hopefully.
I mean,
more?
It could be one of those games where it's just a McCaffrey game and they get up by a lot and then
he's still 30.
He doesn't do enough, but I don't see how he doesn't score 15, 14, 15.
In his 5 starts, he has had 16.8, 17, 19, 17, and then he had a 7.
Yeah. Incredibly safe. So if you have a good team, otherwise, I mean, you can throw Purdy in there and let him just do his thing. Let your other good players do theirs, and hopefully they'll carry you through.
Yep. Because like Lamar against the Bengals, I mean, Mason said it best. He could have a stinker, or he could have 35.
Which isn't very prescriptive with how quarterbacks have played against the Bengals. Even though Lamar had a bad game, most quarterbacks
he
did pretty well against him.
I don't think Lamar has a great ceiling anymore. I mean, they were playing catch up to the Steelers all game. He had a good fantasy game, even though he didn't play well, and he had 21 points.
Yeah, but
like we're used to Lamar's ceiling being like 35, 40.
Yeah,
that's not happening this
season. It could be a Derrick Henry game. So the over under could still hit, and it'd just be a Derrick Henry goes wild.
I'm scared of Lamar. All right, Haven, who's your start of the week for quarterback?
I got that 9 mentality this week. It is J.J. McCarthy against the Cowboys. And there is one stat that is the reason why.
Okay.
And that is the Cowboys have only allowed one game less than 18 points. Less than 18 points. Only one game this season to quarterbacks. That stat will stay the same this week. It's JJ. All mine are very gross starts of the week this week. And I did it on purpose because I am in the trenches and I'm here for my people who are in the trenches with the CD Lambs, with the Daniel Jones who are hurt. Look, you had Daniel Jones. You probably weren't starting him at this point because he's had a couple of rough games, but you have been playing the waiver wire. I feel your pain, man. And look, if you're going to go out with a gust of glory. Have that 9 mentality about you. You're either going to go for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns, or you're going to go for 25 yards and 4 interceptions. But dang it, that's what we do.
You went out swinging.
We're going to go out swinging.
All right, Haven, same thing back to you. Are you starting McCarthy over Dart?
I'm starting Dart.
You starting Purdy over McCarthy?
I would start Purdy because he's safer floor. But
about
these are options that are probably already picked up. I had Purdy.
What about Herbert?
Dart. I would go JJ over Herbert.
What about Love?
I would go JJ over Love.
What about Hurts?
I'm still going Hurts.
Okay. There you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. McCarthy on the season has 1, 2, 3 games over 18 fantasy points and 3 games under 6.
And that's why we love it. But he has not had the Cowboys yet.
It's spicy.
Yeah, I saw the stat on Twitter. Whatever the quarterback's, anticipated fantasy points are, whatever their projections are, they have gone over that in every game the quarterbacks are playing against.
Yeah. It's
the
awesome.
So it's great. I can't wait for JJ to be the one on the year that goes under.
He'll find a way.
If he does, that means
It's that 9 mentality.
9 will find
whatever
a way.
that means.
All right. Let me
so
go. I'll
cringy.
go with my running back. It is Tyrone Tracy Jr. Another just like
the
that
wrong running back
cigar.
for the Giants. It's the wrong running back for the Giants.
No,
Why?
it's the right running back.
He was the starter before he got hurt.
I'm a Devin Singletary guy.
No.
Oh,
This is
okay.
Sure. Smoke a cigar, take a fireball shot. It's gonna get. I'm telling you, we're in the trenches this week. But they're
Your
playing the
guys are
Commanders.
nasty.
They're playing the Commanders, who averaged 20.62 points against running backs a game. Their last 3 have been 24, 26, and 44. Jackson Dart's gonna cook. We all know that. But Dart has a tendency of he runs the ball a lot. He gets tired. He gets injured. They're gonna have a running game. That's gonna be Tyrone Tracy this week. Hey, if I had Tyrone or Kenneth Gainwell, I would be going Tyrone this week.
Yeah, that's big news we didn't hit on in the injury report is Tracy. At the beginning of the week, we thought there's a good chance he's going to miss. He had a full participant in practice today.
Yeah, he's back.
So he's back.
So I'm very, very excited about him.
I like him. I like him a lot. Dalton, who's your running back?
I went with Woody Marks. Y'all touched on him earlier. Great matchup. If Chubb it does miss, which it looks like he might, great matchup, and he's the only guy, wheels up. And this could also be a game where the Texans just dominate on defense. That's great for a running game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Woody a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My running back start of the week, and I hate this. It is Travis Etienne.
Please tell me why.
Haven has him, and the league we're playing against each other. He has been very, very good since their bye week. And the Jets, we saw it last week with Jalen Wright for the Dolphins. The Jaguars are going to get up so early on the Jets and just run the clock out. ETN is going to have 30 carries.
This is
And I'm very sad about it.
I really hope he does, but he's not. Because 2 weeks ago, they destroyed whoever their opponent was. And
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Or last week it was the Colts. Yeah, it was the Colts. It was Tennessee before that.
That's the one. Tennessee was the one I'm talking about. They
did
went up
nothing.
big, and he did nothing. I don't know what happened, what the plays were, but they just ran the clock out, and he didn't have much. And I can definitely see that happening this week.
Yeah, that was a weird game, and maybe I'm hoping that happens again. But I don't think that's most likely what's going to happen. If they go up big, we will see some more tooting, but I think Etienne's going to get a lot of carries in this game. And the Jets are just a really bad defense.
I think the only way ETN has a bad game is if Tootin vultures all of his touchdowns.
Yeah.
And so you're sitting here with like a 20 carry, 80, 90-yard game, no receptions, no touchdowns. It would just make you so angry if he just popped off but never got in the end zone.
Had a good real life football game, but just not good for fantasy.
That's what he is, man. I love ETN. I'm glad I got him as late as I did, but his floor is so low. I mean, he's had 5-point games this season. His highest points of the season was last week with 21. He had 2 touchdowns.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's not a high ceiling.
No. He averages really well. Like, he averages 14.6 a game, but like he has a low ceiling and a low floor. Every game with him freaking terrifies me.
Do y'all think he stays with them? He's in the last year of his contract, his rookie deal.
So. I think. What is it, Mason? Your stat about second-year contract running backs?
I don't know.
Never mind.
I said that. I didn't say that.
You had something like they're always worse their second contract or something, or they statistically.
I'm really smart and had some kind of stat. Just forgot. Definitely had that at some point.
The takeaway is I'm really smart. Believe what I say.
But, I mean, Tootin's good, but like this, they're gonna have to get.
He is good because a couple weeks ago you were crapping all over him and his family.
He's still a toot.
You were disparaging that man's name.
And he's a toot. He's not nearly as good as Travis Etienne. And you're taking away one of your best players. It's just dumb.
It's the same argument I have for Bijan. Why is he ever taken off the field? I don't understand.
Etienne averages 4.56 a carry. Why would you take that off the field?
I hope he has a bad game.
While Tootin averages 3.5.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. So a whole yard more.
Yeah. Haven, your wide receiver start of the week's in the same game, isn't it?
Yeah, because this is what's really going to happen. Is Trevor Lawrence has been really good this week, and he's going to be throwing the ball a ton to Jacoby Myers, my wide receiver start of the week. He is the wide receiver 1 for this team. Is gone up every week. He had the highest targets last week. He's had 11, 15, 21, 14. The Jets average over 16 points a game to the wide receiver 1. I love Jacoby Myers in this matchup. I think it's going to be really good. There's no Sauce Gardner anymore. I mean, it's going to be so nice. And as much as I would love for ETN to get the touchdowns, I think this is when you have Jacoby's going to get one. Jacoby's had 3 touchdowns in 3 straight games. It's going to happen again.
He's the number 1 wide receiver for the Jags.
100%.
It's not Brian Thomas.
Nope. Because he catches the ball.
Jacoby Myers.
He's so good.
He's been your guy for a long time, Haven.
Yes.
In Dynasty League, no one cares about Jacoby Myers. You have plugged and played him as a flex wide receiver. He's been a wide receiver 2 almost every year with the Raiders. Now he finally has some opportunity on a good offense. I'm happy for him.
I got him in our Superflex a couple of years ago, and I mean, in the last 3 years, he was 19, 24, and 28 at his position, and I couldn't trade him for anything.
No one wanted him.
No one wanted him. I finally traded him away this year, and honestly, I think I lost a trade. Because I traded, this is when Quentin Johnson, at the beginning of the season, was cooking, and I traded Jacoby away for Quentin Johnson. And it looked like I won that trade. Now,
at the beginning of the year, it would look like you killed in that trade.
Yeah. Now,
I still like QJ in Dynasty. I mean, he's a deeper play threat, and their O-line is so bad right now. I mean, Herbert doesn't have any time to throw. He's dealing with a hand injury.
And
I like QJ for the future. He's still young.
29.
Keenan Allen isn't going to be on the team forever. He's only on a 1-year deal. So, I mean, is Keenan Allen coming back, or is he done after this year? I like QJ for the future. The rest of this season, probably not. I just don't think they're going to be able to play the way that benefits Q.
So, I love me some Jacoby. That's one of my favorite players, and I think he's going to have a really great week this week.
Dalton, I really love your wide receiver start of the
I was
week.
about to say, a team that is using their receiver correctly, finally, is Jameson Williams with the Lions. They have also one of the highest over-unders in the week, the Lions versus the Rams. And even though the Rams have a good defense, I could see this game being very fun, very high-scoring, a lot of points, a lot of yards. I would absolutely keep starting Jameson Williams. You're in the playoffs. You're playing to win. He's had back-to-back weeks of 10 targets and 9 targets, both 7 receptions and almost 100 yards in both games. I am starting him. I'm starting him until he gives me a reason not to, and the Lions are fighting to stay in or get into
what
playoffs.
Happened to me. I started him until I had a reason not to, and I traded him away. And
His reason for not starting him is getting 0 points, and if that happens, you're out of the playoffs. So I think he's been a wide receiver start of the week for us in 4 straight weeks. Someone's had him.
From y'all two, not from me.
Us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate him.
Yeah,
He's about to really
I
hate
traded him. I traded him and dropped him, and then he goes as well.
I can't wait to beat you, eliminate you in the playoffs because of Jameson Williams. Where if you had never done that trade with me, you would probably win the league.
I don't know about that.
I can't wait until after the season's over. Dalton will win it. We know that.
Yeah.
But we'll go back and realize if you had never made that trade giving me Jameson Williams, you would have won the league. That's what's going to happen.
So you're going to win the wheat league with Jameson Williams?
No, I'm saying I'm going to beat you this week because of Jameson Williams. Make it to the championship to play Dalton, and then lose to Dalton.
I'm so scared if you make it to the championship because you have Trey McBride, and Trey McBride plays the Bengals.
The Bengals, I know.
Week 17.
I need to make it to the playoff week or the championship week.
Oh God,
He's going to have all the points.
50.
Yeah, 50. My wide receiver start of the week is Terry McLaurin. Y'all have convinced me.
He's the start of the week, but you don't know whether to start him on your own team?
I can't. But
yeah, he's your start of the week, Mason. This is for the viewers.
I want y'all. I want the viewers to feel comfortable with starting Terry McLaurin.
But he's on your bench.
I also need to convince myself here to start him.
Then you start him so your viewers feel comfortable starting him.
Let's talk through it, okay?
Let's let Haven choose.
The past 2 games he's had with Marcus Mariota, the first one was he played half the game and got hurt again. He had 14 points. He only played 50% of the snaps and still had 15 points. The second game with Marcus Mariota, he still only played 50% of the snaps and had 22 fantasy points, 14 targets.
Also good.
He's in a great matchup against the Giants. He is very scary. He's been injured all year. You probably really haven't played him all year. So it's like, do I plug a guy into my lineup I haven't played since week 1 over Justin Jefferson? I can't talk myself into it.
I'll be going you.
But you're trying to talk other people into
Darius Slayton.
You can't stop. You got to stop bringing up Darius Slayton. I threw his name out as a joke.
You picked him up. He's on your team. And
He's
literally, last episode, you said you were starting him over Justin Jefferson. So I didn't do this to you. You did this to me.
I was in my feels, Dalton.
I'm helping you. I'm helping you through that process. This is our therapy.
I think he's a great play this week. Depending on who is on your team, if someone has that's the problem with Justin Jefferson. It's Justin Jefferson, and he has a great matchup.
The name value.
If it's somebody else that doesn't have the name value and a bad matchup, like Courtland Sutton, if you were weighing the options between Courtland Sutton and a bad matchup or Terry McLaurin, I'd start Terry McLaurin pretty comfortably. Guys like that.
Start Terry over JJ.
All right, my tight end start of the week is a little sneaky. It's Isaiah Likely against the Bengals. We've talked about it a lot. Tight ends just go nuclear against the Bengals.
And we learned our lesson.
I think it'd be Mark Andrews, but what was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago when the Ravens played the Bengals? It was Isaiah Likely that had the big game. And also, Isaiah Likely has dropped 2 touchdowns in the past 2 games. We could be talking about him a lot differently if he had caught those 2, starting him more comfortably. So I think he's a sneaky start this week.
Well, one of them he did catch.
No, yes, he caught that ball. You cannot convince me that wasn't a touchdown. Caught the ball 2 feet down, made a play, and then had the ball stripped. Make it make sense, NFL.
Mine's pretty easy. If you got Harold Fannin, start him. I would start him almost over any tight end. Almost over any tight end this week. There are only maybe a handful of tight ends I would stick it out with, like Kittle, probably Bowers. I'm starting Fannin over Kelsey.
I would. That's a good. Yeah, I love it.
Dalton's willing to back up what he says for his starts of the week. I'm a coward.
Well, I went into the deep end for this. So since week 10, I'm going to name the top 5 tight ends since week 10. Okay. Number 1, Trey McBride, of course. Number 2, George Kittle, of course, right? Yeah. Brock Bowers, number 3, obviously. Harold Fannin, he's number 4. He had 25 points last week. He should easily be in the top 5. Number 5, it's not Tyler Warren. It's not Travis Kelce. It's not Jay Ferguson. It's Colby Parkinson, tight end for the Rams.
Blows my mind.
Isn't that so awesome?
Since week 10.
And while, you think about Harold Fannin, he had 25 points last week. So that obviously boomed him into that top 5. Colby has just been more consistent. He's at 14, 9, 14, 6, 12 since week 10.
A lot of touchdowns.
A lot of touchdowns.
He has been, and that is what they do. If you have watched the Rams, they score so much, and they love to throw in the red zone. And when they love to throw in the red zone, Devontae, he's been getting a lot more coverage. Devontae leads the league in red zone touchdowns.
He leads the league in receiving touchdowns as well.
Yes. You know who leads the
They're
league?
all in the red zone.
Leads the league in the last 5 weeks in red zone touchdowns for tight ends?
Is it Colby Parkinson?
It's Colby Parkinson. His yards are only 16, 41, 27, 32. But he knows that painted area.
You better get that touchdown.
This is for my...
Who would you realistically be starting Colby Parkinson over?
That's the question.
That's the question.
You're looking...
You're in the playoffs, Haven.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who are struggling over on tight ends. I'll be starting
Tyler Warren with Phillip Rivers.
So you're obviously... Let's talk about it. You're obviously going to start Trey McBride, George Kittle, Jake... Jake Ferguson is a maybe for me. Brock Bowers.
Still started.
But you have people who are right now having to choose between Kyle Pitts every week, Mark Andrews, Dalton Kincaid, Brenton Strange, Theo Johnson. As Tyler Warren plays the Seahawks this week. Not a great matchup. Tyler Dalton Schultz. They have Schultz. These are hard matchups.
I really hope y'all are on YouTube and watching that.
I could make the argument that if you just need somebody to get you 10 points, you can start Colby Parkinson. You start your obvious ones, but if you're having some struggle and you have a Kyle Pitts, you have a Theo Johnson, a Brenton Strange, those guys can get you 1 point. They've done it in the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
Colby Parkinson was irrelevant for so long.
Colby Parkinson or Jawan Johnson?
I couldn't even tell you what Jawan Johnson's been doing lately, and that's how bad
well, I don't want to say he's bad. I'm just saying he's been very moderately consistent. He's had 13, 10, 12, 19, 11, 9, 8. So you're talking about Colby Parkinson being kind of safe. Jawan Johnson's been
that's a
very
very safe one too. This 8 and 9, 8 and 7. That's what I would be looking, if you're a tight end person who needs tight ends, Jawan Johnson's another really good option of somebody who's very safe that you can put out there. And I would say you can start I would rather start Jawan Johnson over Mark Andrews this week because Isaiah Likely, I think, is the real one there. There's people out there struggling. They need a touchdown to save them. Colby Parkinson, that's my guy. I did it last week with Harold Fannin on the vibes. This week.
The vibes are high for Parkinson.
Yeah. I feel it. I feel it in my soul.
I just don't think there's anybody you're realistically starting him over in the playoffs. Pitts is the guy that I came to first. I was like, maybe.
I would be starting Colby over Pitts.
Probably a good Pitts.
Colston Loveland.
That's a good one.
Colby.
It is a good one. I'd probably still go Loveland.
I'd probably go Parkinson there.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Haven. Let's go for the vibes. All right, y'all want to wrap it up?
Love wrapping it.
The one good thing that Parkinson has, what a wild statement.
Didn't mean it like that, chat.
Dear Lord. The one good thing that Colby Parkinson has going for him is they have an over-under of 55.5. So if it's high scoring and, they're in the red zone a lot, he could have a multi-touchdown game. Yeah. That is possible.
I like it, Haven. I did not realize he was top 5 over the past 5 weeks.
Top 5.
Top 5. It's a good stat.
That's a great, hey, who would have thought?
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Haven, I'm going to enjoy beating you this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I wish you lived here. We could get together for the game.
You can drive up here.
Make the trip over to?
What are the odds?
1 and 27.
May I count it off?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
22.
4.
Oh, that's 26.
Got a 20.
You almost had to fly here. Oh, that'd been awesome.
Bye, wife. Where are you going? Mississippi? When are you coming back? Tonight?
You're an idiot.
Oh, man. All right. I hope everybody has a great round 1 of the playoffs. We'll be back on Monday to talk about it.
We'll be in full tilt by then. Thank you all. Like and subscribe. Follow us on TikTok and Twitter at FFB Addicts.
Thanks, guys.